Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on Tundra Tactical, a discount Simon Whistler continues to trigger everybody on the internet and alienate his own fan base. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and let's start the show. Alright guys, so I'm sure you read the title of the video, so let's start this list off with the guy who has no idea where he is. This one has a prerequisite. This guy is either military or law enforcement and was sent to this course. He has absolutely no idea how cool it is that he's getting to train at no cost to himself. And he fails to recognize that some of his instructors are either celebrities in the gun community or are certified pipe-swinging badasses who are able to measure their salt by the ears hanging off their dog tags. This dude probably isn't even a gun guy at this point in his life, but he's about to be. He spends his entire time while he's there grinning from ear to ear and soaking up every bit of information that passes the lips of the instructors and goes from zero to hero on the range in less than a week. This person ironically gains more benefit from a 3-day course than any of the other guys in this list because they went in expecting nothing and were more concerned about how their grip affects trigger pull than if their Glock Gen 317 was really just as good as the Gen 4 the instructor was carrying. This next guy is the polar opposite of the first guy. He spent every spare moment of his life watching YouTube videos on tactical shooting techniques and gear. He's become an expert through an intense regimen of 11-minute snippets of lessons that can be found by anybody with an active ISP. The biggest problem with this guy is he thinks he's an expert because he's watched actual experts online, then tried to replicate what they do unsupervised in a gravel pit. When he gets to the course, he argues with the instructors when they dare to offer a technique that's not the same as what the warrior poet demonstrated in that one video way back in 2014. Not only is this guy irritating to other instructors because he won't shut the fuck up, but he's also a detriment to the class because he won't shut the fuck up. Don't be this guy! Unless you say you learned your techniques from Tundra Tactical. Trust me, we could use the publicity. The next guy we really want to root for, but unfortunately he has trouble getting out of his own way. This is the guy that saved up for 2 years to afford the class, travel, lodging, ammunition. Oh, let's not forget permission from the wife. He's a cool enough dude, he's eager to learn some really high-speed techniques, and he possibly has the most potential to actually have some fun. Unfortunately, before he started saving for this class, he had to purchase guns requisite for a tactical course, and often has to make choices between saving money and upgrading his rifle or pistol without his wife knowing. He's not poor or anything, but he's not exactly flush with cash. And his wife would rather him get a new carpet for the kitchen, and seriously guys, come on, what kind of monster puts a carpet in a kitchen, rather than spending money on his silly little hobby? Don't do that, wives. Just don't. You might already know where I'm going with this. He's got an entry-level AR that he got on sale for $399 and doesn't really run too well on the cheap ammo that he purchased. It's got a fake aim point that he found on Amazon for $39, and this is his one upgrade. His sidearm is a Taurus PT 1911 that he got when he first started getting into guns, and he heard that 1911s kick Nazi ass from some World War II badass, and this one was only $400. Well, he thought he'd gotten a rockin' deal until he learned about gun tubers, and now he does what he can to make it work. This poor guy is a really good student, but his AR won't run with the steel-cased ammunition that he bought, and his 1911 keeps going down in drills. This guy's time at the course is almost entirely ruined because he spends more time doing maintenance on his guns than he does actually shooting on the range. But at least he's able to say that he went to the same course that Garantham went to once a couple of years ago. He's still happy that he went, but he's secretly pissed that his wife won't let him get a Glock. On the opposite end of the spectrum to the enthusiastic gun guy with the shitty gear, there's the guy who thinks he can buy his way to shooting ability. This guy is insanely obnoxious to everybody on the range, instructors and students alike. He's constantly critiquing the guns of the other students in the class and asking jackass questions like, why didn't you spring for that extra $300 Knight's Armament nickel chromium super alloy muzzle brake? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a $450 muzzle brake for an AR-15. Google it. I wish I was lying.
Fascinating.
Mr. Superiority will continue to put you down for your choice of affordable guns and or components, only to make himself feel more competent and prepared than you. Hey dude, I don't need a Trijicon optic for my AR. My Holosun works just fine. I work in accounting, not the Navy SEALs. Once this guy hits the range, it becomes apparent why he must, and I mean must, overcompensate by flashing around his $3,000 custom AR. He can't shoot for shit. He puts so much time and money into his guns and gear that he's afraid of actually shooting them and decreasing their value. He refuses to shoot from the prone position at the range because if he gets a scratch on his custom battle-worn Cerakote finish, he'll be demanding that money back. Seriously dude, sack up and shoot your gun and understand that some guys, well, they just know that they're not operators and probably don't need a handguard capable of withstanding 2 tons of external force. The next guy is probably a favorite of the other instructors. He gets a lot of attention from other students, but secretly he has the potential to be a complete detriment to the entire course. The instructor from another company. He spends his time between drills shooting the shit with the other instructors, and they have some really excellent conversations about the benefit of one method over the other, and of course, how important center axis relock is. But the other instructors are enjoying his company so much that the guy who's never been to a tactical course before has no chance of ever learning anything. It's truly a beautiful thing to watch as a student, the blooming and intense bromance between 2 bearded men in multicam pants. But these students paid good money to learn, and they need the instructor's attention much more than the guy who could legitimately jump in and teach the entire class while the actual instructor takes a smoke break. I get it. You guys have a lot of similar experiences to bond over. You guys can do that seriously in the bar or in your bedroom, bro. Now it's clear that we've made a habit about ensuring that you know that everybody ever is the worst. But there is a way to be a great student. Make sure that you have the equipment that can withstand some level of abuse, bring more ammunition than the course says that you'll need, open your eyes and ears, and be willing to step out of your comfort zone and try some new techniques that you may never have the opportunity to learn again. Be friendly with your fellow students and understand that while your instructors are a wealth of knowledge, they're still going home at 5 and will probably forget that you exist by the end of next week. Not because they don't care, but because this is their job and they're going to continue to see students come and go. Ask questions if you don't understand something, and big surprise here, try to enjoy the experience because these courses are a ton of fun. And you can learn and improve your skills more in a few days at one of these courses than you likely will in a year of shooting paper at the local indoor range once a week. So that about wraps it up, guys. If you dislike this video, well then you're probably the douchebag we talked about that bought all his skills. Seriously, man, shut the f up. I don't want to hear about that one time at Gunsight anymore. But if you liked the video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and share it around with your friends. Consider subscribing to the channel and checking out our Patreon page to stay up to date on current and future content. And if you haven't done so already, head on over into the link in the description below to check out some of the new sweet Tundra Tactical t-shirts. Thanks for watching, guys, and you can now find us on Instagram at Tundra Tactical MN.